We're on our final page of our portfolio, and which is our showcase page. And the showcase page is all about showcasing or displaying work samples that you've completed for different classes and kind of to show your talents and many of the different things that you've worked on. How you lay this out, I think, will be up to you. I've chosen a layout that allows you a little bit of flexibility, but if you would like to change how this works or how this looks, I think you are more than welcome to do that. You will have to be able to change, where those things go in terms of which div tags they get placed in. But I've tried to select a number of different ways that you could show your work that might come up. So just real quick, I kind of cover what my mock-up looks like. And the first example you'll notice is nice and large, and it's a embedded YouTube video. And underneath the embedded YouTube video, it has a title and a description. I thought, well, on my showcase page, that might be the first thing that I want to showcase is a cool video of something that I've done. You may or may not have this. So instead of a video, it might be an image or a graphic design project that you've done. Scrolling down, I have another example of a graphic design artifact. You recognize this image from my homepage, but you could do something similar here. Instead of placing the title underneath, I've placed the title above the image and then the description to go below it. So this might be something, a graphic design piece that you're particularly proud of, that you've done for CSB or maybe perhaps in a class. And then scrolling on down here, I have that 3-column highlighted spotlight section, and what I've done here is I've highlighted 3 different types of artifacts from different classes. So I have a math artifact, I have a science artifact, and I have a writing artifact. And obviously where it says science artifact writing math, you will put a cool title there. And I just found these PNG images to go along with my example. You could do something similar, or you could find an image that is more related to your specific project. And then underneath I have a bit of a description. And when you click on this would go to that artifact. So you have different options here. You could easily use this 3-column design throughout the whole thing. You could do all 3 of those for the whole page here, or you can highlight it differently. You can move them around. You could put the 3-column design in the middle in the gray area. Totally up to you in terms of how you want to lay this out, but I've tried to give you a variety here to choose from in terms of a video piece, a graphic arts piece, and then Word document, 3-column type layout that we've continued to use throughout our design. So before I tab over into my Dreamweaver and start setting this up, one of the things that I want you to do beforehand is to set up a folder in your portfolio folder to house your artifacts. So I'm gonna pull up my Finder real quick and click on my Sinks Jeremy portfolio piece, which would be in your U drive. I know it's on my desktop, but you're used to that by now. And click inside here, and I have a folder called Work Samples. And when I click on this, you'll see that I have an image in here that's going to be one of my work samples. If you have a Word document, such as my Lorem Ipsum example here, what I think you should do is pull this open and in your Word document and go File, Save As. If you have never done this before, this is how you would do it. And click on that work sample or select that work sample folder, and where it says file format down there at the bottom, change this to a PDF. So that way when someone clicks on your example, your work sample, it doesn't open up as a Word document, it opens up as a universal web document, PDF document. So that's taking here a minute, so I'm just going to tab over to Dreamweaver, and I'm looking for my showcase page. So I'm going to click in my files panel and double click showcase and open that up. And I'm scrolling down and I'm looking for where my content is going to start. It should start right around where it says content main wrap top, and I have that div class of content main contain, placing my cursor right after the end of there and hitting the enter return key and then tabbing in. So I have a video to go in. It's a YouTube video, and I already have this queued up in my Firefox piece. So I'm going to tab over to Firefox and click on my YouTube video, and where it says share, I'm going to click on share, and I want to click on the embed tab so I can grab that code, the iframe code, to embed it into my showcase page. So I'm going to Control C, Command C, and then tab over to Dreamweaver and paste that in there. Now my iframe here, I've adjusted the size to fit my design, and I need to change the width from 560 to 720. Oops. And then go to height, and I'm going to change this to 405 so it's in proportion there. And I'm going to go ahead and allow full screen here. I haven't done that I didn't do that in my other YouTube video that I did, but since this is a larger video, I'm going to go ahead and allow full screen on that. And I'm going to hit the enter return key, and we're going to type in a H1 tag here, left caret /, and in between those two pieces you would type in a title for your artifact. So this one I'm just going to type in a video artifact. This one for me would be my tutorials that I've been making. That's the image or the video that I linked up. And then I need to type in a description. So left caret paragraph, left caret /, and place my cursor in between there, and I'm going to pull up my Word document that I have, and I'm going to grab a few sentences here from my lorem ipsum text, and let's just grab all the way to that period where it says Leo, Control C, Command C, minimize that, and then place my cursor in between that paragraph tag, and then paste it in there. I'm going to go ahead and tab over to my Dreamweaver and pull up my mock-up here. I'm going to click on Showcase and check to see what I did here. Oh, I did forget one piece here. You'll notice that my video is not centered within my page. It's over to the left. So I want to fix that real quick. So I'm going to tab over to Dreamweaver, and where it says iframe, I'm going to click at the beginning of the iframe tag there where it starts. I'm going to hit the enter return key and then move my cursor up above it, and we're going to type in a left caret div, and we're going to just do a generic div, no class or ID, and align it to the center. Right caret, and then find where that iframe ends there, the closing iframe tag, and tab in or hit the enter return key, left caret /, and to make sure that I know that this iframe is nested in a div tag, I'm going to locate where that start of the iframe is again, hit the tab key, so it's inside that div align center. Go ahead and hit Control S or Command S, and I'm going to tab over and make sure that that looks like the way I want it to. Perfect, so it's centered now, and I have my title and my description. So my next section is going to focus on my next artifact, which will be a graphic design piece.